launching wars. We know they cooked up the Iraq attack in 2002 here, and it is our right and our duty as activists, media, to come out here with these great demonstrators and draw attention, because there has been almost no mainstream media coverage that I'm aware of this event. And if you had 125 top film stars meeting in secret, they've always kept this secret until now. The last few years they've had to admit it, because it was even worse for them to totally cover it up. Now they're having to admit some of it as damage control. But if you have 125 film stars meeting in secret for 3 days, being guarded by the government and the military and secret police, there would be helicopters overhead, there'd be thousands of paparazzi, every TV channel. But you get kings and queens and the owners of private central banks meeting in secret, setting world policy, vetting politicians who come to the events. It's just mind-blowing to see that happening. And so we're carrying out our constitutional duty to expose what's happening and to shine the light of truth on what's going on here.
Sir, in the past couple of days that you've been here, have you seen any prominent figures with your own eyes?
Yes. I've seen Henry Kissinger. I've seen Vernon Jordan. I have seen George Shultz. Ben Bernanke, chairman of the Federal Reserve. Also, we have confirmed from people who were here and inside sources that Secretary of Defense Robert Gates is in there. And Madeleine Albright, former Secretary of State, was here last night. We got video of her.
You support the troops? If you do, arrest Henry Kissinger. That's right, arrest him. War crime. Not being mindless.
I was just pausing to watch a demonstrator yell at the police, explaining that Henry Kissinger said that the troops are just dumb animals to be used and killed, basically.
Sir, is there any evidence that this group was in any way involved with the Iraq war?
Absolutely.
What evidence do we have?
Sorry.
You're working for evil.
Okay, sorry.
That's right.
What were you saying?
What evidence do we have that this group has anything to do with the Iraqi war, with the war on Iraq?
Well, we know that the majority of this group gave the... I'm just worried this isn't going to get on the tape. It's so loud. I mean, do you think you'll be able to hear it?
There may be some interference. Would you like to move to a quiet location? Or looks like your mind is on that. Right?
No, it's not that. I've just really been out here for 4 days. I'm like roasted. Okay. And I know your paper's huge, so I'm a little nervous. I'm trying to make...
Let's see, how about this then? You could take a rest for a while.
No, let's do it. I'm just worried when it's that loud.
Yeah, I want you to focus on our interview. So we could move to, further away.
Yeah, let's walk down a little. All right, I'm ready to roll.
So, sir, what evidence is there that this group has anything to do with influencing the United States' decision to go to war in Iraq?
We know from sources that we have inside Bilderberg, not who are Bilderberg members, but who work for them, who are actually against what's happening. Several sources who've proven to be very accurate, that at the 2002 meeting at this same building here in Chantilly, Virginia, Secretary of Defense then Rumsfeld wanted to attack that summer in a few months. And the Bilderberg group, there was a split for the first time in their history, where about 35% of the 120 members or so said, we do not want to have a war because it'll destabilize things, it will hurt our New World Order instead of helping it. It wasn't they're against war, they were for the Serbian attack and the rest of it. It's that they thought it was something they couldn't win. They thought it was like Napoleon or Hitler, that it was a battle that long term they would lose public opinion with. And we know then that they decided, we know the Washington Post was in attendance then, the owner of it, Donald Graham, and they reported and lied to the public and said, oh no, the attack's going to happen this summer. But it turns out they knew the whole time that the attack was coming in March of '03. And our source was good. I mean, they told us in June of 2002 that no, they're going to attack in March, mid-March of '03. And a year later, exactly as they'd said, they attacked Iraq. That is the United States and coalition forces. And it's like that time and time again. 2 years ago, and it's in my film Endgame, it's on tape, Jim Tucker and others said, our sources say the Bilderberg Group wants to raise gas prices to $140 a barrel by the summer of 2008. And then by the summer of 2009, they want it to be $200 a barrel because they're devaluing the dollar. They do that on purpose so they can buy up the U.S. easier, destroying our currency. And that happened. There are hundreds of examples where what the Bilderberg Group says is going to happen happens. I mean, this is the most elite 125 people in the world, the most elite in the Western world mainly. There are some from the Middle East, some from Asia that attend, but the most elite of the Anglo-American establishment, Western Europe, the United States, Canada. And there is no doubt, I mean, it's the central bank chairman, it is the defense secretary sitting, who, by the way, violate the Logan Act. Federal law says they can't come here and discuss policy with private interest in secret because we have a right to know. The only place they can discuss things in secret is in national security meetings in the Congress or in the Capitol. And then that's amongst themselves. And then they have to classify that, has to go through the classification process, then we have a right to get it later. This is illegal, what they're doing. This will never be declassified. That's why we have moles inside who are reporting to us what's happened.
Sir, I heard that some people say that that this group is actually deciding who the Vice President of the United States should be, starting with John Kerry's decision to have John Edwards.
Yes.
That was picked by this group.
Yes.
Also that there's some speculation. I've seen no evidence so far, but some people speculate that Obama and Clinton may be here.
Well, we just saw Secret Service come by with their machine guns, and only the Secret Service, and it was Secret Service vehicles. Those black SUVs, those black Suburbans with the lights on top, with Secret Service with pt5 machine guns. Did you see them?
No, I didn't.
Well, they drove out about 30 minutes ago. They were guarding, and there's been several of those going in and out. We know Secretary of Defense is here. We called David Rockefeller a couple days ago, even got him on the phone in there. We were able to get him to answer the phone, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. We're going to see if we're going to release it. We got to check some wiretapping rules. But he happened to answer the phone, and he said Obama wasn't in there. Talked to him about 2.5 minutes. One of our volunteer guys did, and I've heard it, and I've got it, and we're going to see if the person that recorded it scared and doesn't want to release it. Jim Tucker's done that before. You can call their rooms. If you're able to get through the staff and say, Mr. Rockefeller's expecting a call, you can get it on the phone. It has been very suspicious that Barack Obama flew into Virginia and told everybody he was going to Chicago and locked everybody on board the plane. And then he got off and they took off to Chicago. And then they said he was having a secret meeting at Clinton's house. Then it was at Dianne Feinstein's house. Then it was somewhere else. And some people have told us that Hillary was here. Some have told us they were both here. But then Rockefeller, but of course he would lie, said that, and this was his room, we called it, said that he was not here. But what we've been unable to confirm that. We have been able to confirm, by the way, he denied it for many years, but now just Google Bill Clinton and Mitch Bilderberg. There's like 5 videos of him being asked. He says, yeah, I went to that. Yeah. And this is how we know they're kingmakers. Little known member of Parliament in England, Tony Blair, goes to Bilderberg in '96, is Prime Minister of England 1 year later. Little known governor from Arkansas goes to Bilderberg in 1991. They like him. They put their weight behind him. I mean, it's the Fortune 100 that are there.
Are you talking about Bill Clinton?
Yes. I'm giving you evidence of them being kingmakers. Evidence of them selecting who they want for president. Evidence of who they support on a particular ticket. We know they like John Edwards. So.
Now, these are more like circumstantial evidence, right?
Well, no, Bill Clinton would deny he ever went to this, and now he admits he went to it.
I mean, we know, even though Bill Clinton did go to it, it doesn't really say that they chose it, right?
Well, no, from our sources,